Hi, I'm Deborah Stengel, founder of Sedona Soul Adventures, and international best-selling author of The Journey to Happy, coming to you again from incredibly beautiful Sedona, Arizona, and I'm so happy you're here with me again. In this series of videos, I'm talking to you about concepts from my book, The Journey to Happy, how embracing the concept that nothing is wrong can transform your life. And today I'm talking to you about the radical idea that nothing is wrong with your life. And I know I can feel it out there with you saying to me, "Are you crazy, Deborah? My life sucks." Or "Who are you to say nothing is wrong with my life?" And I know, I get that. But just stay with me for a little bit, because I'll tell you, when I finally got this, everything in my life started to change. So it sort of starts like this. You look around and you say to yourself, why is everyone else's life so much better than mine? Well, I want to tell you, the truth is, it isn't. Everybody's got their stuff going on. And your life can get better pretty quickly when you learn how to shift the energy and start believing that nothing is wrong with your life. And I'm saying that because that's exactly what happened to me over 20 years ago. If you've been watching my videos, then you already know my story, that 20 years ago I was an unhappy divorce attorney in Omaha, Nebraska. I was in an unhappy marriage. I was $50,000 in debt. I weighed 40 pounds more than I weigh now. When I finally started to implement all of these ideas, $50,000 dropped out of the sky. There's more on that on one of my other videos. I dropped 40 pounds in 5 weeks without diet or exercise. More on that in another one of my videos. And I came to Sedona. I started Sedona Soul Adventures, doing work that has just been so transformative and so healing. And then a year ago, I married the man of my dreams. So I'm telling you, this stuff works. So let's start at the beginning. I have lots of other videos out there where I'm talking about this and talking about the ideas of quantum physics. So at this point, I hope you're tracking with me on the basic principles, but let's just run through them really quickly. Everything is energy. We are generating energy at all times. Quantum physics has proven that we can change things simply by giving our attention to them. What we put our attention on expands. Thinking that there is something wrong with your life causes unhappiness. There can be an almost infinite combination of life circumstances that causes unhappiness. But in the end, the answer is simple. When you are unhappy, it's because you think something is wrong. Many people spend most of their lives in this place, unhappy with their circumstances, work, money, bodies, or with their husband or wife or children or family or friends. It's easy to see how this happens. We're bombarded every day with media messages telling us that we should be better, thinner, richer, and happier, when in reality, this simply makes us even more unhappy and dissatisfied because we're comparing ourselves to an impossible standard. And that's the problem in a nutshell. Comparing yourself. Comparing yourself to others is a losing game. It's a setup. You can never win that game, so you need to stop. And the truth is, you don't know what's really going on with anyone else. I don't care if it's your best friend. Nobody ever really knows what's going on behind closed doors. So here's the truth. At the root of everything you say you want, money, satisfying work, a good marriage, a wonderful relationship, perfect children, a beautiful home, is actually a deep desire, a desire for peace and happiness, a feeling of contentment. That's what you're truly yearning for. And what if I told you that there is a way to have everything that you want without giving up any of your desires and without having to live in a cave in India? And of course, there's nothing wrong with living in a cave in India. It starts by letting go of the story that something is wrong. What I'm talking to you about flies in the face of what almost everyone else believes, because almost everyone else believes that life is difficult, that they can't have what they want. I have to overcome things. I have to fight for things in order to get what I want. But I'm here to tell you that from my own personal experience and from the thousands of people that I've worked with Sedona Soul Adventures, is that when you drop your resistance, the more you're able to go with the flow, the more things can happen that are almost miraculous. The key is to stop comparing your life to others. Or if you do want to compare, then let's get real and do some real comparing. If you live in the United States, you are automatically in the top 25% for pretty much everything. Home, transportation, food, all of that. If you're an American, you probably have a job, you have a car, you have furniture, and you have easy access to food. You're probably a little overweight because most Americans are overweight. So let's compare that with what's happening in the rest of the world. Have you ever seen the movie Happy? It's an incredible documentary that chronicles the elusive search for happiness all over the globe. And one of the people that they talk about in this documentary is this man who lives in India. And by any standards, he is living in squalor. But this man is so full of love for his young son that he is a happy man, and he defines himself as a happy man. And if you're saying to me, well, Deborah, everybody's unhappy who doesn't have money or a relationship, or fill in the blank for whatever it is that you think you need to have. And the thing is that really true? Don't you know people who don't have money who are happy? And do you know people who have a lot of money and they're still not happy? That no matter what, it's never going to be enough for them? It's not your circumstances. It's how you react to your circumstances, how you think about your circumstances, how you talk about your circumstances, how you feel about your circumstances. Or as the famous speaker Zig Ziglar used to say, it's not what happens to you that matters. It's how you respond to what happens to you that makes all the difference. So I want this idea to make all the difference for you. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, I'm going to invite you to look for some of my other videos because it talks more about how to make this shift. And I also want to invite you to read my book because it's jam-packed with this information. But for right now, I just want you to try this idea on for size. The idea that nothing is wrong with your life. Stop comparing yourself to others. Start being grateful for what you already have, and things can start to turn around in an almost magical way. I hope this helped, and if you got value from this video, please take the time to like it, share it with someone in your life who you think might get something out of it, and subscribe to our channel. And if you want an even more direct path to getting happy and staying happy, then go to SedonaRetreatGuide.com and get your complimentary copy of the Sedona Guide to Spiritual Retreats today. Or if you'd like to talk to someone about doing a retreat that's custom designed for you, call us at 928-204-5988. You can have the life and relationship you want. I know it.